This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Yo, what up, man? UnbiasReview checking in, man. Everybody keep asking about this twerk told truth. I told y'all if y'all want me to put it out, man, I will put it out. I just want to make sure it passed through YouTube and I don't have no issues on my account. So we'll see what it do. I'll put out a little snippet or something. We'll see what it do. It's your boy Chris. I'm about to be checking in, man, back with another fan mail. This is fan mail number 2. Big shout out to everybody, man, that's been hitting me up, putting that hashtag unbiased and asking me different questions. I wrote them all down. I'm gonna try to get to them in this blog. If not, I will do a part 3 pretty soon, maybe even this weekend. There's been a series I've been trying to brand, man, you know, kind of replacing the whole 7 unanswered questions, give you guys a lot of feedback on from what I can find out behind the scenes. And at the end of the day, man, if I don't get to your question, just keep asking. That's all I can say. Just keep asking, because sometimes I see questions and I can't remember what the fuck blog did I see that question in, because I may have not have wrote it down at the time. So I'm trying now just to write everything down, at least put it in my phone or something so I can get back to it. So just keep asking. I'll keep saying it, and get to the question. First question, Mr. Get It Done 85, man. Big salute to you. You've been supporting the channel for a long time. You asked, is Hitman Holla gonna still do Ball Game Battle League? Now, I picked your question because somebody else asked me, did Chilla Jones regret not doing Ball Game Battle League? I didn't write his name down, so I'm gonna combine the two and answer it. So this way I look at it. Hitman Holla Ball Game Battle League, he was trying to do Arsenal and Tay-Rock, him and Suge, A-Verb and Chilla Jones, Calico and T-Top. It's hard to believe that that whole league and that whole event would not go down just because of Chilla Jones. Let's just keep it real. Chilla Jones on there, as far as status wise, you got Calico, you got Arsenal, you got Tay-Rock, you got Hitman, you got Suge. All of them status wise over Chilla Jones right now. You can probably even put T-Top over there. So you mean to tell me the worst status guy, even though pen wise he's dope, but status guy on the card shuts down the card? It just don't make no sense. What that tells me is Hitman never really had a real serious investor. I know he got on the radio and he was trying to say the investor, when Chilla Jones pulled out, the investor was a little bit worried and wondered if, you know, Smack would get involved and pull everybody out. I don't know. That don't really make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to me, because there's plenty of battle rappers you could have replaced Chilla Jones with and it still would have been a good battle. You could have got a dude like JC. You could have got Ty Law. Could have gave him a female. He just battled Bonnie. You could have gave him any female. That still would have been a dope battle, even if it was in St. Louis. Could have battled QP. He could have battled Clean Paper. He could have battled Ill Will. There's like a lot of names. Chef Trez he could have battled. There's a lot of names that still would have been good battles for A-Verb. So for me to say this holy Ball Game Battle League event got shut down because of Chilla Jones just lets me know it was nowhere near to being a finished product at the end of the day. And no money was given out. So if no money is given out for these battles, all this verbal talk, it really doesn't mean that much if the money isn't sent. So for me, as far as Ball Game Battle League, it was just too new to have any legs on it at the end of the day. So as far as Chilla Jones, did Chilla Jones make the right choice not being on Ball Game Battle League? When I look at Chilla Jones and you say, okay, well, he didn't do the ball game shit, and then he's not really on the URL cards outside of, he battled Prep, he battled Saga, he battled people like that, but he wanted John the Don, he wanted, you know, maybe a K-Shine, some bigger names. URL hasn't really given them to him or whatever. To be honest, when you look at Chilla Jones, let's just keep it real. And I got a tweet right here. Let me try to get to it. I got a tweet right here where Chilla Jones is basically saying he went in on this high stakes card that got Hitman and Suge on it. So this is pretty much him right here trying to tweet Arsenal about it. Now, let's just be real. This is what happened with Chilla Jones. URL wants to book Chilla Jones, fucks with Chilla Jones, and likes Chilla Jones. But let's look at the numbers, my nigga. And I wrote them down. I had to keep it real with you. Chilla Jones versus Cortez dropped 7 months ago. You know how many views it has? 270K right now. This is Chilla Jones and Cortez, two small room battlers that got busy basically in Born Legacy 2. As of right now, they sit at 270K. You know what I'm saying? And when you look, just think about this. Mike P. Tink the Demon, it dropped 7 months ago. It's at 540K. Reed Dollars and Chess, it dropped 7 months ago. It's at 985K. A-Verb and Real Deal, that was in Pittsburgh, my nigga. It has 290K. Swave Seva and the Saga, another Pittsburgh battle, 270K. When you look at this, man, Chilla Jones is just not a big enough draw to where he becomes a primary dude for URL at the end of the day. You got Chess and Saga is already 100,000 views in 18 hours. But meanwhile, Chilla Jones and Cortez can only do 270 in 7 months. So, I mean, we got to be honest with you, man. The new cats are just more appealing to the fans right now. Mike P is doing his numbers. Him and Daylight are doing numbers. So, I think at the end of the day, man, as much as, you know, people really look at that Chilla Jones and Cortez battle, that's kind of boring. That's what people are saying. It wasn't even a good battle. These are two of the best pins in battle rap. Did not have a good battle in terms of just being bored. You know, a lot of people were just bored with the battle. URL looks at that and say, how can I put him on Summer Madness versus John John when he didn't even get crazy on Born Legacy 2? And this ain't no shot at Chilla. I like Chilla. I thought Chilla had a good battle. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he had a good battle. I thought Cortez was okay. even gave Chilla the battle versus Cortez.
I keep it short. Your image says you want to be a hustler with glamour, looking beyond fresh, iced out. You want to Rolling Stones and ride around the project, spend a fortune on a penthouse to give a broad sex. But are you the source of quotables or classics? No. And that's why you're a non-threat. See, when Schemes was in style, I was the king. No contest. Those were high times, but they said I'd max them out over a long stretch till I was 17 battles in with a variety of concepts. And over time, people got them, even if they were complex. God bless.
But they battled right after Ab and Rum Nitti. The crowd was drained. They didn't really want to hear Chilla Jones and Cortez. So I think at the end of the day, you just look at the numbers. And it's all, I always tell you it's a business. And Chilla Jones was just caught in on the short end of the stick. And then he started battling back on King of the Dot, back on Don't Flop and Overseas and stuff. I'm not saying he won't be back on URL, but I don't know if he's going to be on Gnomes and Summer Madnesses. Those are really going to be for people that sell tickets at the end of the day. Lazarus from the DMV says the B-Dot situation is becoming a trend. Guys get a buzz. People want to see him on URL. Then he ends up on King of the Dot. People like Jonah, Chef Trez, and B-Dot. Is it the contracts? The contracts are a big deal. It's a big reason for a lot of stuff. But I think what ends up happening with B-Dot, to be honest with you, I think he, you know, wanted his cake and you know, wanted to eat it too. At the end of the day, had to have his cake and eat it too. I thought he could shoot the King of the Dot, get him a quick little bag, and then still do BL5 versus Tink the Demon. And URL just wasn't having it because they look at it as we want to be the first person to bring you from LA Battlegrounds to a big stage. And once King of the Dot does it, they kind of brand you, and the fans hold it against URL and say, well, now that URL didn't want to book me or book B-Dot until he got on King of the Dot. So they don't even want to deal with that, and they don't want to deal with the back and forth of him going to URL battling Tink, and then coming back to King of the Dot and battling. So they just feel like by going to KOTD first, they're going to try to put B-Dot on a contract. And this is already saying that you can't even wait for BL5 without taking a KOTD battle. What makes you think that once we try to sign you, you still won't go back to KOTD? I think B-Dot has a little bit of that. I need to hold down the West Coast shit too. So that's King of the Dot as well. I know URL do the traffic card. So I think at the end of the day, Jonah was another guy that he just didn't like his contract at the end of the day. He didn't like his contract. He went to King of the Dot. Chef Trez is back now. But Chef Trez's issue was he signed a contract, but it was for Spit That Heat and URL. You know, they always say you can battle in your home league. Spit That Heat was his home league. But then when Spit That Heat kind of folded or stopped really, doing things, he tried to make Bullpen and URL his home league, and that breached the contract. So URL was just like, fuck it, we're not even dealing with it no more. So now they work things out. Chef Trez is back, but you see they made him go through the whole PG thing. You know what I'm saying? Chef Trez got such a buzz. He normally would have just been able to just be on a BL series, but they made him go through the PG's Battle Rider and work his way back up. So that's what's going on. The contracts are definitely a issue that some people just don't want to sign. Another dude, I don't have his name, asked me about Danny Myers and Rum Nitti. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't Danny Myers able to get to where Rum Nitti is? I can't remember your name, but I'm gonna answer your question. Danny Myers and Rum Nitti. When I look at Danny Myers, he's been proven over time to be a better battler than Rum Nitti. In my opinion, like, he has better battles online than Rum Nitti. Look at his resume. Chilla Jones, Young Cannon, Danger Zone, Rex, Swade, Big K, Bricks, B-Dot, XL, JC, Averb, Charlie Clips, Jonah. Rum Nitti, he got a lot of people too. Arsenal, Ill Will, Av, Danny Myers, T-Rex, O-Red, Craig Lamar, Charlie Clips, Chess, Steams, B-Magic, Danger Zone, and a lot of Zay. If I listed all of those battles, to me, Danny Myers will have the better battles than Rum Nitti. And I'm not talking about just this year. I mean the entire catalog. The problem with Danny Myers is obviously he went through the drama. The Rex 12K, his wifey, all the little issues with his wife, talking about going on Angry Fan Radio, saying he was damn near losing his marriage over battle rap.
I'm basically about to just talk about the Danny Myers and the B-Dot situation. I really don't feel too much about it. I feel like B-Dot won. Danny probably edged it, but at the end of the day, I was in my feelings, you feel me? And some of the shit B-Dot was saying was some real shit.
Going to KOTD, not getting paid, that was an issue. He went at Surf on the whole ghostwriting shit. That was a big deal. Maybe he's light skinned. That might be another issue. I don't know. Niggas don't fuck with light skinned niggas. That could be another issue.
Nino! Huh? It's your responsibility, huh? Nino! I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker.
But just think about this. Danny Myers was the run. He was in the running for Battle of the Year in 2015, and in 1 year, Rum Nitti has leapfrogged him. And people say, oh, it shouldn't matter if it's on URL or not, but it's been proven, dog, that if you can get busy on URL, your stock can just go through the roof, and that's really what happened with Rum Nitti. But not only that, they say hindsight is 20/20, right? And you remember Danny Myers had a manager called Shell Bell. Danny Myers went through the UFF, battled J-Rel, battled Mark Minor, and did not sign a URL contract. You know what I'm saying? This is when all the people, Prez Mafia, J Murder, Show Off, ID Boom, all of them didn't want to sign a contract.
They don't sign a contract, or
they finally got their PG. You still trying to double?
Them shits need a drop.
We're not finna put you on our stage and our platform and build you up.
That might be my best battle, and it might not be shown.
This ain't coming out, man. This ain't coming out.
For you to leave and go.
That shit's hurtful, man. We fucking worked hard for that.
Politics.
It's definitely favoritism.
A lot of times people were scared of being, blackballed.
Yeah.
So either they're gonna fuck with you or don't.
If I don't sign this shit, then my career's over.
Danny Myers felt like he could pay his way, whatever he want to do his own battles, do his own thing. He was on King of the Dot. He was doing this. Danny Myers was having good battles. He paid for the John battle, paid for the Rex battle. He was getting the names or whatever. But the one thing that he brought to URL, he already had that Rum Nitti didn't. His fan base at that time when he was going through the UFF shit and going through battling all these people on, on the PGs. To me, he came with a fan base. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when you put Chef Trez in the PGs. Chef Trez has a fan base. Danny Myers had a fan base that was larger than Rum Nitti's, because Danny Myers was, after him and Rum Nitti battled each other, Danny Myers was kind of like here, and Rum was like here. And although they kept doing good, so was Danny Myers. So Danny Myers' stock was always higher. And people wasn't talking about Rum Nitti being Battler of the Year in 2015, but they was talking about Danny Myers because he was having them dope-ass battles, battled Chilla Jones, going crazy. He had a lot of good battles. But Danny Myers did not sign the URL contract. He got the Rex battle that he paid for, but URL didn't push him no more. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get pushed no more. He didn't get on Rookies vs. Vets. He didn't get on Gnome. He didn't get on no URL cards. And to me, Rum Nitti signed a URL contract. I bet you right now, Rum Nitti is on some type of contract. You ain't seen him battle nowhere else. He didn't got Ill Will. He didn't got Av. He didn't got Tay-Rock. In a year, he didn't got Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, Danny Myers had to damn near beg for Rex and pay for Rex. Rum Nitti just got Rock. They both called out people, but it was just like Rock was willing to battle Rum Nitti just based on the moves Rum Nitti made, where it's like Danny had to pay for Rex. He had to pay for that top name or whatever. You know, Rum then got on Gnome, a stage that Danny Myers ain't even been able to see the light of day. Why? URL is pushing him, and he's under some type of contract. I don't want to say it's like the PGs where he can't battle nowhere else. I don't know, but it's a reason he's not back on King to Die. He is on some type of deal where he's down with URL right now, and they're pushing him. And Danny Myers had the opportunity to sign that contract and be on the same type of wave. When he was going to the UFF with J-Rail and Prez Mafia and all these different people, his fan base was bigger than theirs. So to me, he had already an inside lane to be a star because he was the biggest PG at the time. You know what I'm saying? People were saying Danny Myers didn't even need to be in the PG. So it was almost like he was the biggest PG star. But he didn't sign a contract, and then from there, he did his thing. I'm not going to say he had a bad career or nothing like that. It's just that you can see what happens when URL decides to push you. They can push you all the way up to top tier, like T-Top and like Briz and like Rum Nitti. They can almost get you there by feeding you names and feeding you names and feeding you names. And Danny Myers, he just didn't do it. I think in hindsight, Danny always wanted to battle on URL and probably should have signed the contract. That's all it is at the end of the day. He just probably should have signed the contract. He would be right there where Rum Nitti was, or had got there quicker without having to pay for Rex and pay for anything. A lot of people don't like Danny Myers' personality, say he's corny, he yells too much. He a whole bunch of stuff. Let me show you something else that's in my phone. Right here, Beasley put on Facebook about Danny Myers. Had he stayed on URL and had back-to-back battles and not had jumped to other leagues, his status would be the same as Rum Nitti right now. This is what Beasley said. I'm not even making this up. This is, I mean, I ain't gonna feel like showing it, but this is just what he says. Mickey Fax had an interesting point too. He says Danny involved himself in some of the biggest controversies in battle rap. He battled writers instead of profiles. You know what I'm saying? There was a big talk about who chose their battles better. Danny Myers tried to battle other writers in an effort to give you good battles, but he didn't battle people that helped move the stock up. So Danny Myers battled writers instead of profiles. He found his niche in battle rap, but it's still flawed, and he brings an aura of a fan who finally made it. An aura of a fan who finally made it. You know what that means? That means that even when he arrived, he didn't even feel like he arrived because he still felt like a fan. That's so important, man. That's some real shit. That's why I fuck with Mickey, because Mickey don't hold nothing back. An aura of a fan that really made it means that that's one reason why he's paying for Rex. He actually at the time had been given better battles than Rex. Granted, he wasn't on a Rushmore list like maybe a Rex would, but he had been given better battles than Rex. A lot of people felt like he was better than T-Rex, to beat T-Rex. He didn't even in his mind even believe that. So what did he do? He did a fucking, this thing about this, the nigga did a blog saying Rex was bottom 5 and still paid Rex to battle him. He basically said Rex was trash, gave him $12K to prove he's trash, all for what? If you're better than a nigga, why are you paying for a nigga you feel like you are so much better than? That's because in your mind, you still got the aura of a fan. You don't even know when you better than niggas because you so happy to even share the stage with Rex. So when Danny Myers was like already that nigga, he didn't believe that he was that nigga. And that's why I said in that blog where I was talking about the whole Last Dragon shit. In order to be the master, you had to believe you was the master and shit like that. The whole Shogun shit. That movie was about a dude searching for a master when he had been taught everything he needed to know. And he was already a master. He just had to believe he was a master.
Who is the master? is one place that you have not looked, and it is there, only there, that you shall find the master.
You sure look like a master to me.
All right, Leroy, who's the one and only master?
And that's the thing with Danny Myers, and I don't want to stay on this shit too long. I already been on it long enough, but Danny Myers probably in hindsight should have signed a URL contract because he wasn't getting paid on King of the Dot anyway. And there's a little ceiling at King of the Dot. I mean, let's be real. It ain't like you're gonna be the champion, a KOTD. They not giving you Pat Stay, my nigga. So at the end of the day, like, you might as well just go to URL if that's where you want to be anyway. BCloud87 asked me, who's the most overhyped battler? Overhyped, overrated, shit is the same. Surf is an easy choice because he's the talk of the town right now. Niggas be like, yo, that nigga Surf is overrated. You might say Danny Myers. You got, like, who else would you say? Some people feel like Holla. In order to be overrated, you got to be a top nigga. So you think of like Charlie Clips is probably overrated. You know, Surf and all these people. But a name I'm going to give you, Daylight. To me, Daylight is overrated. It is what it is. He got a pen, he got bars. But niggas be like, yo, why don't you do Daylight's battle record? The nigga don't win battles. Bruh, he do not win battles. I don't care if it's antics. I don't care what it is. I don't care what your excuse is. Nigga literally went 7-35 his last 42 battles. That's not a punchline. That's real. Daylight don't win battles. He had a 7-35 stretch where the nigga was just battling. Not only that, he recycles. He does all kind of crazy shit, man. It's just like, you niggas put him on this god status. And Daylight is nice, but he is not as nice as y'all niggas think he nice. Niggas changing their name to Quill. What kind of stands are you? Anyway, man, but I don't know. That might be a blog. The top 5 overrated battlers. Y'all want me to do that blog? List 5 through 1? I don't know. I have to think about it. Taddy Wong asked me, I hope that's your name, Taddy, T-A-D-D Wong. What does the top tier versus top tier look like in the next 2 years, considering the current issues with finances? Yeah, the finances are a big deal, so you kind of look at a lot of these top tiers are kind of getting out of battle rap. Dog, the new niggas are becoming the top tier niggas at the end of the day. Look at Briz and T-Top. They damn near top tier. You know what I'm saying? These niggas in battle Clips. These niggas in battle Rex. These niggas in battle Suge. These niggas in battle Averb. They are becoming a new top tier. If you ask me who's URL's next class top, sits at the top of the class, in my opinion. Briz, Chess, Chef Trez, I think should make it, and I think can make it. Ryder is another dope one. I just watched they battle. They battle is crazy. Mike P is fire. And Av. That right there is a starting lineup for the next people. They got Gluezy, they got Badaffi Green, they got fettuccine, linguine, raviolis, romboli, blah, 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 blah. Who else they got? They got Steams, they got Momula, they got New Jersey Twerk. All them niggas need a little bit more seasoning. You know what I'm saying? The names I mentioned first, to me, needs to be the people that URL should focus on the most and put those guys on a new platform. The question is can they sell tickets? I don't know if you can sell tickets with a card with just them. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I don't think you can. You still gotta have top tiers. URL just gotta book top tiers that's giving you the kind of top tier performances. Stop booking these washed up top tiers. Book niggas like Goods who still show up. Book niggas like Tay-Rock that still show up. Book niggas like, you know, the Hitmans, the Conceiteds. Who else? Arsenal still does this thing. Cortez does this thing. Surf does this thing. People like that, those will be the top tiers I'll book at the end of the day. I wouldn't book people that ain't coming in with at least 3 rounds all the time. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't book them. But to me, that's what's going to go on in the next 2 years. I look at those guys as being the future of the cards. We shall see, man. And, you know, we've been saying this for years, and URL still ain't been able to get away from the top tier. So it ain't a lot of new guys that got that star quality, but it's some of them. Shaquem French, what is the biggest body bag in URL history? I got Conceited versus Jesse James. That's definitely not the biggest body bag in URL history. To be the biggest body bag in URL history, it gotta mean something, my nigga. Like, who the fuck is Jesse James? Nobody cares about this nigga, and it was a 1-round battle. So let's be real, that's not the biggest body bag. What comes to mind just off top, and I haven't really just researched it, Mav and Calico. You gotta look at Mav, man, coming into Summer Madness 1, one of the biggest names in battle rap. Mav honestly should have either battled Lux or Mook. He was calling them niggas out way before other niggas was. And Calico was the nigga that derailed him from that. And after Calico, this nigga didn't battle for a long ass time, came back and battled Marv 1 to get his confidence back. And from there, he started back on his rise. But Calico put this nigga in retirement for about a year. So to me, it's a Calico battle because it was finally a Detroit Midwest nigga shutting down a New York bully in a New York venue. Basically a nigga that helped build URL, put it on his back with the first battle, him and Rex. And for you to go out there and get killed, and it totally derailed you and made you lose a lot of respect from a lot of your peers, and it helped Calico get Lux. Calico, honestly, I don't know would have ever got Lux if he didn't beat Mav.
This nigga really got me fucked up. Like I ain't deserve to battle Mav. Niggas acting like I loved up. Talking about who he should battle. Them niggas should shut the fuck up. Cause the nigga you would have battled I killed. Loaded Lux, what the fuck's up?
So to me, just off top, that's looking like it's the biggest body bag in URL history in terms of what it means. I can think about some more and just see if I'm missing something, but I'm gonna go with body bags that mean something, and to me, that's the first one that comes to mind. Daryl Coleman from Twitter asked me, will we see JC and Clean back on URL? I think we'll see JC. I don't know about Clean, dog, because I don't even think Black Ice is even messing with Clean like that after he no-showed to the Charlie Clips battle in New York. And I don't know what's going on with that. So it's almost like they fucking with the other QP, but I don't know how much they fuck with Clean. Just on some real shit. As far as JC, they've been talking to JC about doing battles, but I don't know why he ain't been on the card. It's just been like little small shit. Every time I try to ask, I don't feel like I get a real clear answer. And I'm looking for something in my phone, by the way, but it don't feel like I get a real clear answer on what's going on. But I did see this the other day with JC saying, all right, URL TV, let's do this. Smack White, contact me. The fans need this. With that being said, being the fact that they already talked to JC, I definitely feel like JC will be back on that stage. Dre Bats, what do you think of the new blog and Battle Truth? I never even heard of him until like a week ago. Somebody said he dissed me, an angry fan, in a blog or whatever. So I was like, who is he? And they sent it to me, and I was just like, I'm watching it. Nothing about him impressed me. I don't think he go to any battles. I mean, like, what insight are you going to provide that bloggers don't already provide? You know what I'm saying? You got me, you got Angry Fan, you got Jay Black. You get something from everybody. The next in line to me would be Piper Boy. But as far as the top three are where they are, and the top three is where they're going to stay. I don't see, unless we decide we want to get out the game, ain't nobody going to be able to infiltrate that, because everyone provides something different. And the thing that makes you a good blogger, you either got to be super funny, which he's not. From the one blog I watched, there's nothing about him funny other than him just dissing niggas and shit. But I mean, other than that, so if you don't have like a Jay Black reaction blog kind of funny, then you can be a, Angry Fan got the radio. As long as you got the radio show, you're going to stay relevant. So he'll always be where he's at. With me, I'm an inside source. You know what I'm saying? I can get information that other bloggers can't get. So that's why it's like niggas talking about, oh, Hitman and Suge drop. I've been known Hitman and Suge was going down for 2 weeks, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For like 2 weeks I didn't know about this battle. First I heard it in the rumblings. Then somebody confirmed it. That's behind the scenes. So all I was waiting on really, it's not this announcement. It's to see who else is on the card. And like, yo, do I need to go to New York? I can tell you probably 3 or 4 matchups that I'm hearing that's on this card right now. That may even be true. Other bloggers can't tell you that because they don't know enough people. So a dude like Battle Truth, you can watch him if you feel like he's funny. But what new is he going to give you? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't really think much of him at all. I don't watch his blog. Charmichael Wilkins, did T-Top end Mav career and have we talked? I talked to Mav. Me and Mav cool. No issues. Everybody I got had any issue with, I've talked to. So me and Mav talked. Did T-Top in his career? Yeah. I say that in another blog at the end of the day. And it's not so much that you won't get battles. Math just had another battle overseas, so he will always be booked. You know what I'm saying? The question is, are big leagues booking you? No, because URL isn't booking them. Rare Breed Entertainment isn't booking them. And King the Dot isn't booking them. So he's not on the big leagues. If you're a top tier dude and you're not being booked by big league battlers, by big battle leagues, you become a little irrelevant. And the question is can you get the battles you were accustomed to getting? There was a time when Math was getting other top tier names and stuff like that. Now, if Math was to be on URL, you know they'll try to get this nigga like a Tink the Demon or something. Like, yo, you should do like BL5 versus Tink the Demon. They'll give him a name like that. They'll give him one of these up and coming dudes. It's not like they're going to put him on Gnome and give him Surf. That's not going to happen. So to me, the people you want to battle won't battle you at the end of the day. And the leagues you want to be on won't book you. So that, to me, it means the end of your career. At the end of the day, you'll still make a little bit of money here and there. Do this little small league, do that little small league. You know what I'm saying? The nigga battled, I think, like Uno Lavos last year or some shit like that. Uno Lavos, my nigga. Like, who cares? That is what Mav is doing right now. I fuck with Mav, no issues. But it is what it is. Let me piggyback on the Mav talk. Somebody keep asking me, why haven't I been in New York? Am I afraid to run into niggas? Is it some drama? Nah, it ain't no drama. I don't know why niggas be thinking it's some drama. I just saw Arsenal. You know how many of y'all said that I was afraid to come out because of Arsenal? I just saw Arsenal at Bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal walks in, him and Ray Swag. And then, you know, in the building, John was like, yo, shout out Chris Unbias. Got Chris Unbias in the building. When I saw Ars, he had this little look on his face like... So I knew eventually we would have to cross paths. So he came up to me, oh, you know, I want to have a talk with you, blah, blah, blah. I go outside. Ray Swag grabs me on the... Not grab. He kind of like put his hand on there like, what's up, Chris Unbias? What's up, my brother? So I'm like, I wonder where this is going. But I still walk outside. So it's me, Ars, Ray Swag, and another dude, like a dude that I was kicking it with. So if Ray Swag is behind me, Ars is in front of me, and a homeboy I'm with is on the side. So in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, this one nigga could hit me from the back, another nigga can hit me from the front. I could get fucked up out here. But it was nothing. Ars was just like, yo, I just want to know if you got any problems. Like, I started, me and him conversate back and forth a little bit. We agree that everything is cool, dap each other up, go inside. Then Ray Swag is like, yo, I felt like you and Ars should talk. That was me and Ars. Me and Queen Flip had an issue. Me and Queen Flip, you see some of the Queen Flip videos, he called me right now. Me and Big K had a problem. I showed up in Dallas. He was battling A-Verb. I didn't talk to Big K, but it really wasn't nothing. Then I saw Big K again at the Crown. He battled Mav. It was really nothing. I don't have no beef with no battle rappers. You know, not like what y'all think. Y'all don't really know that a lot of shit get cleaned up behind the scenes. Like, it may start off where a nigga be like, fuck Unbiased. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see them, either y'all talk or y'all ignore each other. It is what it is. Like, it ain't no fighting over a blog. Like, that shit is kind of stupid. So, and then for me, another thing, like, if you want to have a conversation with me, I'm not some dude that'll be like, yeah, I said it. And what the fuck you got to say about it, nigga? Like, what's up now? I'm not that kind of dude. Like, I can have a general conversation with you. I'm not argumentative. When you see me, it's not like you're going to be like, you know how some niggas, they want to talk to you and based on your reaction will determine how far the talk go. Like, it might turn up. I'm not a turn up guy. So when you say I want to have a talk with you, you're going to ask me about the blog. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I'm even cool enough to be like, well, my bad if you felt a certain way. Like, I ain't, you know, I wasn't trying to piss you off or wasn't trying to do this. I'm so calm, my nigga, that you gotta be super turned up to even want to fight me when you meet me. Because whatever persona you think I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this nigga challenging me. Let me go outside and see what he's talking about. I'm not that kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? You wanna talk, we'll talk. I'm gonna be calm, I'm gonna be regular, and you're gonna be like, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I be. So that's the thing with that, man. Me and Mav talk, it ain't really no issue, man. It is what it is. Anthony Jones, what are your top rematches, male or female? I don't like rematches, to be honest with you. I don't feel like any of them make sense as of right now, unless you're going to do Arsenal versus Hollow. That would be my #1 rematch. If it's a female rematch, Jazz versus 40. That's the only one that's so lopsided. I know it'll be a better battle than the first. Jazz versus 40 and Official versus E-Heart, because that was only a 1-rounder on Snoop's league. So you can do that as a 3-rounder. That'd be dope. Justin Mangual, whatever. Do you think URL having a Netflix subscription would be successful? Yeah, to be successful if it's done right, you know what I'm saying? And actually, there's a thing called Flix right now where URL is going to, where battles are going to be released on this app called Flix before they're released to YouTube. And from there, you can watch them on there. You can watch exclusive shit. You can watch every URL battle. You can watch Smack DVD battles. You can watch exclusive interviews before they get to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be Flix. I think it's going to be like $2 or $5 a month to subscribe to the Flix. And from there, you can get exclusive content on your phone. That's something that's coming soon. Like, Smack is really, I already talked to a dude that's working on that for Smack, so be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon. So a battle like Chess and Saga, it may be on Flix for a week or two before it even hits the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So the way to see the battle is you pretty much gotta be on Flix. So that might be coming soon. John A, who is your top battler currently? I don't really got a top 10 or a top 5 or top 3. If I had to pick someone that's just a top tier dude currently, probably Hollow would probably be number 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy about Hollow like other people are. I do feel like he got his flaws. He does have a dope battle record, but I'm not super crazy. I think he's had some battles, there's been some duds also. But this is what makes you a top dude. Hollow is the guy everybody is chasing. You got Rock, who would love a battle with Hollow. Danny Myers would love a battle with Hollow. He was able to get Lux. Mook wants a battle with Hollow. You know what I'm saying? I know it's more so the other way around where Hollow really wants to battle Mook. But Mook will consider a battle with Hollow, whereas he won't consider a battle with other people. It's not one person who would turn down a Hollow battle right now. Not one person. Disaster wants to battle Hollow. So one thing that makes you a top battler is that everybody wants to battle you. So at the end of the day, it don't matter if you feel like Hollow is the best battler or the top battler. He is the one person that can get any battle in battle rap right now. And it will be a big battle. It will be a main stage battle, and it will be a headlining battle. And you can't say that about a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Hollow, you know, the top battler right now as far as active. I still consider him being active, being that he battled Pat Stay in 2016. So he's active right now, and Hollow will probably be the top dude. Kente Smith asks, why don't URL just release battles on their website instead of YouTube? It would draw more traffic to their website and not on YouTube. That sounds like a good idea, but what would happen if it was on websites? It would just get bootlegged and put on YouTube at the end of the day, and then they would be fighting to take the battles from YouTube. They'll be fighting to take them off, and I don't really know how the money works. They probably make a decent amount of money on YouTube. I don't know how much they would make on their website. It seems like they would make a decent amount also, but I think they don't have to deal with the bootlegging. You know, if you drop shit on your website, my nigga, you will constantly have to deal with bootlegging like every day. You have to hire a bootleg specialist just to be online, just to shut down bootlegs that pop up every fucking 5 minutes when a battle is dropped. There's no way you just gonna go to a website and watch Chess versus Saga and then think it ain't gonna be on YouTube. Somebody gonna upload it and try to monetize off of it. So that's the main reason why you can't just drop it on your website. It sounds like a good idea, but if you're not going to diligently try to get the bootlegs down, then you're just working backwards. Kevin Jett, who are the top freestylers in battle rap, and can you rank them? Number 1 for me as far as freestyling, now this is what I consider someone that can freestyle for long periods, or at least a round. DNA comes to mind as being number 1. I know there's people like Disaster, there's Big Cannon, there's Charlie Clips, there's Sharon, there's Hollow, there's Chartrez, there's all these different people. DNA is number 1 for me. After that, I don't know. I don't have an order after DNA. You can throw, it goes, my top 5 would be DNA, then somewhere there's Clips, Disaster, Sharon, and maybe Big Cannon. That would round out my top 5. When I was with Hollow for his Untold Truth, I tried to get Hollow to freestyle, and he was fucking up. Like, he was saying like some stupid shit that didn't even make sense, wasn't even dope or nothing like that. I don't look at Hollow as a guy that can freestyle for long periods of time and it be dope. I'm not saying DNA is the dopest. I know DNA, you know, used a lot of fake guns that aren't even really, you know, made in the USA or made in the world. But at the end of the day, I've seen him freestyle for long periods. I've been in a hotel with DNA and Clips, and the niggas then rapped for 5 to 6 minutes straight, and some of it was fire.
This is freestyle. I got a mean style. Anybody want to see me? I get beat down. Clips think he can fuck with me again? You must be seen now. I kill DNA in front of you and videotape it. Let you watch it and you can see now. But I'm going stupid, my nigga. You niggas is straight queers. I go stupid on DNA. Get that nigga Sammy. Oh, and Clips' voice, cause he got a Rick Ross beard. Clips got jokes, but he like a fat ass Super Mario brother. And you look like Luigi with no tooth. Y'all don't like the way I'm borrowing you brothers. But I'm gonna get into my luck shit. Cause I don't be on that fuck shit. DNA, I wanna walk off and say, get this nigga out of here when you be talking that tough shit. And then I'll swing it back to Clips. Like you want a muffin, blueberry, turkey, Thanksgiving, and some stuffing. But I quit.
You shouldn't have freestyle because I killed you already. And I see you got me in that mood. Fat nigga. Couldn't end your rhyme without talking about food. As soon as I think you that dude, and you looking like you about to let your folks spark, I just remember one thing. Nigga, you got a mohawk. Slow down. Don't tell me how you popping your 4-5. You got on red linen pants. We don't wear that unless we going on a boat ride. And understand, I'm in Chicago right now, but New York mine. And your fat feet in them Nikes got it looking like a Newport sign. Get yourself together. Get yourself together, Sammy. Cause you must be wild blunted. And the last time you stepped on the scale, Sammy, it said wild honey. You got a wild stomach. And them red pants, we ain't checking for that.
You wear red pants, they get no lessons for that. Oh, we ain't respecting with that. Oh, you wanna play games? Think you're a street fighter to the tech in the clap. Nah, I ain't Lux, nigga. That's right. It's DNA, the record is back, the message is back. You try to act like you ready for change, then that's when your necklace will crack. I'm ready to snap. I'm ready to kill him for one night. You think they gonna like you on the mic? They gonna give you a bunch of knives if you try to get on that one mic. I'ma kill him for thinking that son nice. Murder him in one night. Then I load up and give him 40K. That's Lux price. Don't ever think that son nice. Y'all idols. Kill him in the ring for y'all Bibles. Red pants on. HBK. Who are you? Shawn Michaels? Y'all robbers. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't wanna spit B. I had to tell you that I'm sick B. It was between you and Clips. Why the fuck you had to diss me? Now I gotta show you that when I'm aiming is full. He don't got E and he be snitching. Y'all already know Sammy the Bull. He be ratting on niggas. Oh man. That's an imposter with no lobster. John Gotti was the only real mobster. He's an imposter. Oh, well, he gonna try to give niggas... Ah, fuck it, you go to Lux when you got another line. You gotta help a nigga next change. Well, I told you niggas my connect Bin Laden. I'm Osama. Oh man, this fuck again. DNA's back in the booth. I'm acting like Lux again. Just in case niggas wanna act like he tough again. Oh, well, let the flow spark. Oh, well, I came to kill him. Leave him like John Q's son with no Hulk. Oh, I meant no heart. Oh, damn, that was so sharp. Got a haircut, no part. These other niggas think that they ill. Oh, man, let's wait till their flow spark. Well, it's clear. I came to do you like your hair. Just give you more Hulk.
So I put DNA up there. As far as Hollow and Chef Trez, they're better rebuttalers than they are just freestyle guys. I tried to get Chef Trez to freestyle. He did pretty well, but his rebuttal game is where he stands alone at. Not so much freestyling the entire round. So I got DNA 1, and after that, Somewhere Disaster, Sharon, Clips, and Big Cannon. I've seen Big Cannon freestyle around before. So those would be my top 4. Let me know if I'm leaving anybody else out. Charles Sim asks, why do you think URL didn't account for battle rap culture getting bigger and trying to get bigger sponsors and venues to be able to pay the top guys the new talent as well as the developed talent? Yo, this niggas talk a lot about this sponsor shit, and it's cool to get sponsors. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure URL is trying to get as many sponsors as they can. But always remember, my nigga, when you become a sponsor, you become a partner. For example, you got some people that are sponsors that don't necessarily own anything. Like, it's okay to have the cigarette and then you give money to URL for battles, and then they promote the cigarellos. That's a handoff. But then you got people like Harry, for example. Like, Harry is somebody, he's a silent partner, he's a sponsor. But what does Harry promote? See, y'all don't really know what Harry does. So you don't know, is he the exclusive vodka guy? Is he this guy? You don't know what that you see on a URL channel that is actually Harry's promotion. You don't really know. So you don't really know what he does. But if I'm Harry and I give you money, I become a partner at the end of the day, which means I have a little bit of say-so. And we all got egos at the end of the day. If I feel like I'm the URL owner and it's me, Chico, smacking Beasley, I don't really want you having a bunch of say-so, to keep it real with you. So why did URL do pay-per-view? Because Harry wanted to do pay-per-view. He wanted to try it. So URL was willing to try it just for Harry. But why did they try it for Harry? Because Harry is a sponsor and he gives money, so he becomes a partner, which means he at least should have some say-so in how the event is done because he put money into it. You got to be able to lose your ego to allow certain sponsors to get down, because some people may want to have more say-so. Sponsors can sometimes be a gift and a curse. They can raise the price of people's pay if they come in and throw a lot of money at the culture, raise the price. But also, man, they can have a say-so, and sometimes even if it isn't right, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't have put clips on the card, but you did. It turns out not to be a good battle. URL may not care that much because they may not have physically spent their own money on it, but it looks like from the fans, yo man, why the fuck clips on the card? So they the ones to get the backlash. So sponsors are a gift and a curse, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Sean Steed, you asked an interesting question. I'm not going to ignore it because it's fan mail. I don't ignore nothing, man, unless it's just completely something I can't answer. Chris, I have a personal fan mail question for you. Why do a few battle rappers go out their way to insinuate the fact that they believe you're a homosexual? I never got the impression you might be a homosexual because I am only focused on your blogs and nothing else. You as a man supporting the battle rap community, and it would be nice if the battle rapper shows you the same amount of respect. Well, Sean Steed, I answer pretty much any question. I'm straight, man. I ain't got, I don't have no homosexual tendencies at all. I like beautiful women just like the next man. But to be honest with you, I don't really trip on that stuff, man, because at the end of the day, nobody says that to me when they see me. Let's just be real. Nobody says that to me when they see me. And not only that, people, a lot of times, man, when you voice your opinion and you mad and you just like that, I've heard a lot of rumors about a lot of bloggers. You know what I'm saying? When niggas talk to me about Angry Fan, they'll act like he homeless because he do blogs in his car, and that'll be the running joke. Oh, Angry Fan is homeless. So it's just like when they don't fuck with you or they mad about a recap or something, it's the thing to go to. You just watched the Bonnie Godiva Verb battle. What did she spend all rounds talking about? He's gay. He grew up with a dyke mom. You used to getting fucked in the ass with a dildo. It was just like that was the rumor for Verb, because Verb was a wavy head guy that was considered a pretty boy. So people looked at him like he had feminine tendencies. I think Verb put a lot of bitches, to keep it real with you. I see, I didn't see chicks act like they want to fuck with Verb and they like Verb on Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think that's the case, but it's just a thing that you can say, a thing that you can go to, and if you don't fuck with me or whatever, it's just something you say.
Team Homie, all it's gonna take is for one trius to 40, come from out of the closet like Unbiased. Speaking of 40.
But I will always say, how did I become one of the most popular bloggers if niggas thought I was gay? It wouldn't have been possible. You know what I'm saying? And not in this male-dominated sport. If niggas really feel that way about you, it's just a cool thing to say. It's something to say when niggas just want to troll you or whatever. They'll just go that route, or you kick them out of the Facebook group so they mad. So nobody really believes that, man. Nobody really believes that. Niggas just say that. TLIG, T-Leg or whatever, will you do an Angry Fan Untold Truth soon? I always do an Angry Fan Untold Truth. I ain't no hater, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't, people want to hear the Angry Fan story on where he went from, a regular fan to where he is now. I definitely do that story. Revel, will you ever do the bar exam with Caps and Black? Of course, that's definitely going to go down. probably in 2017, to keep it real with you. I already been talking to Uncle Rob about it. He's even thinking about flying us up so that we can do the bar exam. So yeah, it's definitely going down. Making major moves. What happened to Illinois, Super Rider, and Johnny Alcatraz? Well, Super Rider went to the military, so that's pretty much what happened with him. Illinois went to jail, so that killed his buzz. So when he got out, I mean, Norris tried to give him like another PG or some shit, or a battle or whatever, but you know, he had lost so much steam from going to jail. That was the end of that. Johnny Alcatraz, I really don't know, to be honest with you, what's up with him. Like, the tongue ring shit killed him from URL, even though he's always been a pretty decent battle rapper in my opinion, but you know, I think people just don't respect him at the end of the day. Cameron J, what non-New York, New Jersey ballers contribute the most to the culture? Probably Averb, Hitman, and Disaster will probably be the first three that come to mind as far as non-New Jersey, non-New York. You know what I'm saying? Those three come to mind as far as being influential. Disaster for the West Coast and Hitman and Verb for the Midwest. You could throw, you know, you got the Calicos, the Big T's and all them, but Averb and Hitman probably, you know, are the top three. Averb, Hitman, and Disaster would be the top three. Ron Thomas, after the clip showing on Agil, is he done and should he leave the game? I didn't see that battle, so I don't really want to speak on it without seeing it. But if he lost, and he lost clearly, like people are saying, clips just need a break. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say you should quit or nothing like that or never battle again. But definitely you should take a break. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and I just wish leagues would just stop. Excuse me. I wish leagues would stop rewarding people for bad performances. There's no way you should be able to battle run Nitti and get on known. Just not happen. You just didn't have a good showing and you didn't really care, and to turn around and get on Gnome is disrespectful to people that put in a lot of hard work. And we at a point where people in one interview will say we want good battles, I'm trying to put on classics, and another interview you're chasing views. That's all it is. You're chasing views, which means you're chasing the money aspect of battle rap more so than the good battle aspect. And you can probably do both if you book the right battles. So sometimes, man, it falls on the league sometimes at the end of the day, man. It really does. And I might do a blog about that. Alex Gutierrez says, have you ever recapped a battle and then had a different winner when you looked at it later? I've done that a few times, to be honest. Well, one that comes to mind real quick is Rich Dollars versus Young Ill. I was a big Young Ill fan. When I recap it, I had Young Ill winning. But when I go back and watch that battle, I think Rich Dollars edged the third round. I really do. I think he edged the third. He won the first. And Young Ill just had a crazy second that I felt like it spilled over to his third. But when I really watched his third, outside of the Richard flips he had with the Richard Pryor and the Richard Simmons, he didn't really give you a whole lot in that round. And Rich Dollars had a good third round. So that's a battle that is 2-1 Rich Dollars now. When I go back and watch him and Rex, I kind of like Rex rounds more. I don't penalize Rex as much for using mixtape bars as I did at the time, because now I realize a lot of niggas do it. And maybe it's not such an uncommon thing in battle rap as I once thought when it first happened. But that battle always, even though it was a run rounder, I always said that Ill won that battle. But yo, Rex round is fucking dope as fuck, dog. That shit is so fire with so much energy and just, so I don't know. Sometimes when I go back to that, I really be into Rex round a lot. So, but Rich Dollars and Young Ill is that battle that I changed now. That's fan mail, man. If you got any more questions, hashtag Ask Unbias. Put them down in this blog right here. And we're going to do part 3 real soon, man. Unbias Review. Holla at your boy.